Hello, thank you for joining us for this episode of RHI CHAI, RHI Stories of Courage, Hope, Attitude, and Inspiration. My name's Mindy Fox. I'm the Executive Director of the RHI Foundation, and I am so delighted to have one of my colleagues here with me today and her husband. So today we have Cindy and Ron Smith to share their special story. Such a great story. I can't wait to share this with you. So Cindy, why don't we start with you? Tell me how you're involved at RHI.
I began my journey with RHI 2 years ago. I came over from St. Vincent's Hospital and went on the spinal cord unit as the clinical charge nurse. Spent a year over there, and then I was lucky enough to be the nurse manager of Unit 3 and 4 now 13 months ago, which is our stroke unit and our brain injury unit.
And this is your husband, Ron, so
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourselves, your story.
Our story began many years ago. Through our journey together, we got married 16 years ago, and now he's retired and I work here.
When she came to me after 4 years of marriage and said, I'm sorry, I'm leaving the company and I'm going back to Indiana University School of Nursing, did not catch me off guard at all.
Okay, so tell us about why you're here right now.
Well, my wife, our wedding anniversary is on December the 29th, and we were having our 16th wedding anniversary. And prior to that, about 6 days prior to that, my wife came down with coronavirus very bad. Here we have Christmas coming, New Year's Eve coming, our wedding anniversary coming, and she just can't function, she just can't participate. And so, I'm sitting there thinking, what are we gonna do for our wedding anniversary? And I said to myself, what would brighten her day? And so I don't know where it came from. It just hit me that, why don't we give to the RHI Foundation instead of going out for wine and, supper and whatever else we might do, just turn it around. And so I didn't tell her that I was doing this. And she came up, not the day of our wedding anniversary, but she came up the next day, and I had a copy of the letter that I'd sent to you and a copy of the check that I'd sent to you. And it was actually one of the first times that I actually saw her not thinking about what's going on with her body and with the virus and everything else. And that was uplifting to me, and it made a big difference. So that's the reason that we did what we did.
So what was your perception of the whole?
At first, it was, woe is me, it's Christmas and I'm alone and I'm in the basement and and it just proceeded through our anniversary. I was alone in the basement. And so my first probably perception was, oh, but then it was like, that was really, really sweet, because being COVID and, you can't do anything anyways. I mean, really, you can't go out and have a good time or with friends. And so when I saw it and I read it, I thought, wow, what a really, really sweet gesture. And I still carry the letter. I have it in my purse. I carry it every day.
So tell me why the RHI Foundation, because there's most of our donors, and you are donors, but most of our donors have more than one organization that they love and that they support. So why choose RHI?
Purely because of her here. She comes home from work. She works right now, she's working 10, 11, 12-hour days. And I get to hear from her. She's so invested here that I get to hear from her about the really good people she works with here. I don't know these people by name, by person, but I can tell you Angie, Becky, Tawana, Io, Kim, Julie, Nicole. I've never met these people, but I know their names because of what she comes from. So why not give back to where she's loving it and where she's at, instead of, we give to other places, but it was the right thing to do at the right time for her.
Mm-hmm. Right. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. So a lot of the people who are watching this video are either donors, people like yourself who invest in RHI to help us help our patients and their families. What would you like to say to them?
The quality of life programs that you have here are just the reason for us to give. And that's the reason why I want to do that. and did that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a part of your adaptive sports program breakfast.
Yeah.
It's probably been, I'm probably gonna show, 3 or 4 years ago, I was able to go to that. And wow, we have amazing people involved in that sports program. We got to see the wheelchair, we got to see the basketball, and we got to see videos of skiing, and it's just beautiful to see what we can do for our patients and what our programs provide. And it goes beyond that. I mean, the research we do here, the projects that we have going on in the different programs inside the hospital, you know, for stroke or for brain, or it's just incredible what we do here. And it's all part of the foundation. I mean, it's part of those donations that help fund that help the research and these sports programs go on, that are just a wonderful thing for us. And I'm very blessed to be a part of it.
Yeah. And we're blessed to have you.
I think.
But you're right. Not all rehabilitation hospitals are the same. Not all rehab facilities are the same. We are not a skilled nursing facility. You know, we both claim we do rehab, but we're very different. It's intensive rehab here. Our goal is to get people back home, back in the community, and we can't do it without you, without donors just like you. The foundation, we're just the vessel, but we're not the ones doing it. You're doing it. You're the ones who are doing it. So if you're thinking about making a donation, just like Cindy and Ron did, please join them, make a gift. You're going to change lives. And thank you.